It's the search for Britain's blooming best florist. 4 local artisan florists from across the UK will be taking on floral design challenges designed to test their creativity and technical know-how. So far, they've conquered peonies and weddings, but with 2 challenges left, anyone could still take the bloom off crown. Judging them are the people who know flowers and style inside out. Florist to the stars, Simon Lycett. Interior designer Eva Shanaike, and Karen Barnes, an international weddings and events florist and top floristry judge.
It's all in the detail.
It is, and that gimlet eye won't miss it.
They won't be the only ones judging. At the end of the show, you'll get a chance to have your say on Instagram. It's time to celebrate artisan floristry on the high street. Welcome to Interflora's Great British Bloom Off.
Today's creative challenge is all about feel-good flowers, the type that puts a big smile on your face.
The last year has been really tough for all of us, and I really feel that giving and receiving flowers has become much more important, staying connected with friends and family and bringing happiness to homes.
So on that note, we'd really like you to design and create a mood-boosting design, perfect for sending a pick-me-up to one of your friends or family.
And remember, we will be keeping a beady eye on your creativity and use of colour, your originality and your design, and as always, on those ever important floristry techniques.
Florists, you have 30 minutes for this challenge. Let the blooms begin.
Okay, today it's all about feel-good flowers. For me, that's something really important because in the home we all want feel-good flowers, and especially after a year of lockdown where we've all been restricted, we want to feel extra good.
Well-being is so important to everybody, as you say, particularly now. And one of the happiest things that you can have in your home and around in your world are flowers.
Definitely.
Flowers and plants.
Oh, there's masses of research now that shows that being immersed amongst natural flowers, plant material, getting your hands in the soil, having a plant on your desk, a bunch of flowers in your room, helps with your mood, your mental health, your anxiety, as well as just purely the fact that it's abundant colour, it's nature. A bunch of flowers is absolutely just a hug in a bunch. And I think it's one of the easiest ways to share some joy, whether it's for yourself or for a friend.
Again, from an interiors point of view, I mean, my expertise is on colour and colourful interiors, and a lot of people come to me and ask me, how can I bring colour to my home? I don't know how to introduce it.
Bright, vibrant colours, hot pinks, vivid oranges are just bringing that touch of happiness
and joy
to the room, and then it radiates into the personalities and the people who are in that room.
Let's hope they bring happiness to the three of us.
I hope so too.
I'm looking forward to it. Hello, Jo.
Hi, Karen.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. This is looking like a ray of sunshine.
Like me.
Just like you. Those beautiful sunflowers are gorgeous.
They just radiate happiness.
Absolutely,
don't they,
they do.
Sunflowers. And
they do.
I've been to France a few times and seen the field, and just the way they all look at the sun, I just love it.
And you've got some beautiful stocks in there, I see.
Because the scent.
Absolutely, the fragrance is gorgeous.
And I've put some rosemary in as well.
When you have been in the lockdown period in your own business, Jo, have you found that you've seen an increase in people wanting flowers in their own home to make them feel better within themselves?
Oh, definitely. And it's really nice. And we're delivering to people and making them smile. And lockdown was really, the lovely messages we were all writing was quite heartbreaking on some days. But it was lovely also to cheer people up and turn up at the door with flowers.
Well, you really made me smile looking at those gorgeous blooms.
Thank you.
So good luck, Jo,
and
I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Hello, Mike. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You?
Yeah, I'm well, thank you. So tell me, what are you working on?
I'm working on an English country garden border.
Well, I'm getting a lot of those vibes here. This Aquilegia is just joyous.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? And what I like about it as well, I've just noticed a few little petals fell off one of the flowers, But that's what happens in your garden.
Yes.
So that it's living, isn't it? It's actually moving and going about its daily routine in your house.
Exactly.
And petals on the floor or on your sideboard. That's part of that's part of the joy of having fresh flowers in your house.
It
isn't
is.
It?
Have you ever made an arrangement and someone hasn't smiled as they look at it?
Well, exactly. And it's just it's fun.
Well, you're doing a beautiful job. I can't wait
thank you
to
very
see
much.
it finished. See
Thank
you.
you.
Later.
Hello, Erica. Wow, I can see flower. I'm already feeling good seeing all the textures, the flowers. Tell me the inspiration for today.
So mainly the inspiration for this was I just wanted to do something that's obviously a feel-good factor.
Yes.
And not only obviously is there's so much colour going on that's an automatic feel-good, isn't it? The majority of the stems that I have used, like the stocks and the delphiniums, the ranunculus, some of the eucalyptus and the snapdragons and so on, are all growing in Cornwall.
Oh, beautiful.
So I also feel that's a feel-good factor for when you buy local and support local is a feel-good factor for when you receive something, isn't it? Supporting local and so on. So yeah, no, it's just bright and beautiful, something that makes everyone smile.
Amazing. Really, really happy to see it finished.
Yes,
Thank you.
Hello, Charlotte.
So I've gone really bright and bold because I think bright colours bring positivity, optimism.
And you've chosen, I mean, in there you've got some of my absolute favourites, so just bring it a little bit nearer, my arms aren't that long. This gorgeous Sandra Sonia, I love that, and your Nephophia. I mean, I think these are quite unusual flowers that you've chosen. Do you think that's a bit of a gamble, or is that typical of the work that you would do?
I think paired up with like the more traditional flowers like the roses and like the centre of the David Austin and the Lisianthus, I think it pairs quite nicely. And maybe a little bit of the tropics might make us think about we can potentially go on holiday, hopefully sometime soon, and sip a cocktail because it kind of reminds you of those cocktail colours.
It is exactly reminding me of a cocktail, and you've created it within this little nest of twiggery.
Yes.
Did you make that yourself?
Yep, just attached that to a wire wreath frame, made some fake legs, and then that supports my flower frame.
So you've made that from scratch. So you're showcasing some good technical skills to us.
Yeah, got technique this week.
Good. Okay. Well, I think as florists, we all know the benefits of being amongst bunches and blooms. So let's hope that your bunch is hugely beneficial to you in this competition. See you later.
Florist, you have 5 minutes left. Florist, your time is up. Show us those feel-good flowers. So, judges, look at this beautiful ray of sunshine in a vase.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful.
I know, it's just so refreshing and vibrant. I love the orange theme going on. Orange
Oncidium, little tiny orchids, are just exquisite, aren't they?
It's almost your beautiful dress in a vase.
I thought so. I thought I'll have to take this with
It is
me.
actually.
I think you might have to have a little lift and hold of it, because it is so gorgeous.
It's just,
isn't it?
look at
that.
Does it look nice? Does
That's
it fit?
perfect.
It's absolutely stunning.
I love the Nyphophia,
Oh,
Yeah.
fabulous. Isn't
otherwise known as a red hot poker.
it? Yeah.
But these are absolutely gorgeous because of the colouring and the different heights of
Yeah.
the materials used is quite interesting.
Yeah.
Because there is a tendency for when you're using a framework that you have almost like the mould,
Yes.
this has got lots of different textures and
Yes,
heights
and
in
heights.
it, which makes it very interesting.
And gives it a natural feel at different heights, I feel.
It feels quite meadow-like,
Yes.
and also I think that this almost feels a little bit hedgerowy. And when I checked in with Charlotte, she said that she made this herself. So
wow. Yes.
this is, this shows some competent floristry skills.
Yes.
I like the finish that feels a bit spontaneous.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little bit. I've got some lovely ribbon, tied
Yes,
it round.
and
I'm
colours
not
match,
I'm not trying to make it into that. What
Yes.
can look a bit like a bound stump on a bridal bouquet sometimes.
Yes.
I would like the ends to be cut either all on an
diagonal,
angle,
yes.
or to give me a little serpent's tongue, but
Yes.
there's the odd one slip by.
It's all in the detail.
It is, and
But
a gimlet eye won't miss it.
And overall, it does fit the brief Well done, Charlotte.
Well, judges, another bunch of beauty.
Another triumph.
How feel good is this?
Well, it looks like sunshine in a vase, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Sunshine, happiness, joy, and there's so much in it when you look. I mean, you know, there's rosemary in here, I can see, which you said earlier, you can cook with. I can see aloe vera, the sunflowers. I mean, it's such an eclectic mix, but it works.
Look at these gorgeous dianthus, these green dianthus, which incidentally is part of the carnation family.
Yes, yep.
And yet looks nothing like a carnation.
Not at all, I didn't know
And
that.
these beautiful gerbras. But overall, I think the sunflowers just pop.
I think so, sunflowers.
Summer, sunshine and happiness.
Exactly, immediate happiness, an immediate feeling of happiness.
Yes.
And beautifully, competently and confidently created. To make a tied bunch of this size, you need a good, strong hand.
You do.
You can imagine, have a feel of how heavy it is.
Oh, it is very
That's
heavy.
quite a weighty
It's very
thing.
heavy, yes.
Florists up and down the country knock these out day after day after day,
stunning.
dozens of them at a time. Gorgeous.
Beautiful. Well done, Jo.
Judges, what do you think about Mike's creation?
When I checked in with him, he said he was creating a beautiful garden in a bunch. And I think that's exactly what we've got here.
Yeah. Lots of different textures.
Yes, the textures
And
again.
look at these antirrhinum heads just coming up, almost like, hello, I'm here, you know, because they're competing with the allium, but it's just a gorgeous selection and it makes you want to look inside.
It does.
Yes.
It does make you want to explore. The thing that I'm loving are these little aquilegia. I think that they are just joyous.
Yeah.
And Mike was referencing the fact that their flowers will probably start to shed a petal or two earlier than some of the other flowers.
Yes.
But he said, isn't that what happens in your garden?
in the garden,
And actually,
completely.
I love that evolution
Yes.
of it. And his stems are beautifully clean, so that's
very
not going
clean.
to
Yeah, you can see
cause
that.
cloudiness. And beautifully finished again. Lovely,
Yes.
technical.
The green frame is just
Isn't that
so
lovely?
beautiful.
Isn't that a lovely
it just
touch?
sits in there like, you know, like it's in a fan. It's just beautiful.
Well done, Mike. Well, judges, we have another beautiful vase of sunshine in front of us, but very different to the other competitors. So we've got lots of different materials involved.
There is. I was watching as Erica was creating it, and what I really loved about it was when she took these little tiny gerbras and just made them into a little trio,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
and then used a little bit of that nice covered wire with a button on the end just to hold them together.
Yes.
I almost worry that there's perhaps one or two too many techniques in one tied bunch. Because there's such beautiful plant material. I don't know if I needed the
Yes.
folded over steel grass. However, I'm loving all the little nuances that are happening, and it is beautiful plant material,
Yes, it
well
is.
selected, a really good eye.
And I also like the shape because it's bouncy, but at the same time it's static, it's tall, it's wide. It has a very interesting dimension to it.
Well done, Erica.
The judges must now score each florist and decide a winner for this week's challenge.
I would have liked to have threaded a few more flowers through it.
After much deliberation, we have a winner. And today's winner is Charlotte.
Charlotte, your feel-good bunch felt good to us, it smelt good to us, it showed exquisite choice of plant material and accomplished floristry skills. Well done.
I can't believe I won. It was quite nice, especially with the hand tie challenge and the feel good challenge. I think it's been really important to bring a bit of happiness to everybody, especially after lockdown. So to take what in the floristry is just your bread and butter, hand ties every day, and turn it into something a little bit more special, I suppose, and win with that item has been really nice. My favourite colours, so really pleased.
And remember to tune in next week. Next week is going to bring the florists their biggest challenge yet. It's all about what they're going to bring to the table, and that's your clue. So the winner of the Interflora Great British Bloom Off is...
Do you agree with the judges? Have your say on Instagram and you could win a one-of-a-kind bouquet handcrafted by an artisan florist on a high street near you.